We go through challenges on a daily, and, when do we start to value? When do we start to say, hey, I'm done trying to go search out new things. I'm going to look inside of myself for the solutions. When do I start to ask those types of questions? Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. So I'm sitting here, waiting for trips to come in, really enjoying being out there. And I was asked this question by Uber. I was asked, why do you deliver food? And so, one, I enjoy to drive. Two, it's a joy to be working with people, okay? And I've been at this for about 5 years. I've been doing meditation, since I was about 27, and I'm 35. And it's really fun to go through some of these drive-throughs. It's really fun to see these people that are working, that are out there. And I'm out here driving too. So if you're a driver, or if you're somebody out there delivering food, or you're in a place or in a profession, okay, if you're in a place where you feel like you're a professional, a lot of times it's kind of funny, right? So a few days back, I went with my brother, and we went to go deliver some hay, and we had a whole semi load of hay. And so we go to this place to drop off this hay, and as we're there dropping off the hay, the person that we do the work for, she enjoys the conversation. She enjoys the brothers to come over there and to unload the hay, to communicate with her, to talk a little bit about spiritualism, to talk a little bit about God, to talk a little bit about the experience, okay? Sometimes that is most important. What are you experiencing in your life? What is it that you are doing? How are you doing things? And so this lady was over there. She was invited to come and pick up hay, leftover hays that were dropped for her horses, whatever. She wasn't in the best financial shape. She had multiple horses. So there we are, with just about 200 bales of hay and 3 guys. And so here we are, just moving along, taking the breaks, putting in the time, working at it. Here we start getting towards, the midway point. And so this lady's like, goes to my brother and goes, you guys got to move faster. You gotta move faster. What are you guys getting paid for? Okay. My brother looks at the lady and says, you try and find 3 guys, because I've tried. These guys do the best that they can, okay? Sometimes the best that you can is enough. Remember that. The things that you go through, these challenges that you're facing off against, when you're focusing, when you're utilizing the ability inside of yourselves. By the time I was done, my arms were torn apart, okay? And so here we are loading these 200 plus bales of hay. And so here we are working at it, getting it going on, getting the challenges that we're facing off against faced off, and we're working at it, right? So as we're working on it, goes to my brother and she goes, hey, let me go ahead and give you a phone number for a guy who's got a squeeze machine, right? So here's this guy, he's got a squeeze machine. Now keep in mind, we got 2 of them at home, okay? Sometimes things are done quality, are done without machinery. They're done with you. They're done from your ability. They're done from your gifts, your talents. And so here we are, and he says to her, all right, You know what I'm saying? You got to have pride in yourselves, my friends. You got to have pride in your mentality. You got to have pride in the ability inside of who you are. You know? And so we continue to lift. We continue to work at it. We continue to stack the hay inside the barn for this lady. And she was extremely appreciative. You know, she was a business owner. You know, her husband is a doctor, and you know, she was a, you know, kind of like a lung specialist, like. And you know, we looked at each other and we said, man, isn't that a poor mentality? You know, so we breed our mentalities, my friends. Okay, we breed our ability inside of ourselves to become what we want to become. You know, what you manifest. What is it that you do that separates you? You know, when you look at somebody who is wealthy mentally, okay, when you look at somebody who is working at it, it's not always because they have the perfect thing. It's not always because they have the perfect equipment. It's almost 100% always because of mentality. You know, we've seen these people that have put amazing pictures together with a paintbrush and paint. Okay, we've seen people who have built sculptures out of wood, out of stone, out of rock. Okay, it's not what you have, my friends, it's what you see. It's what you got in your mind. Okay, it's the way in which you put yourself into your vibration. You see, that's what I realized. The foundation to overcoming challenges comes from focus. Okay, all I know how to do is be myself. All I know how to do is use the gifts that I have inside. What are the ones that you got? You see what I'm saying? Are you using them? Are you putting yourself in that place where you have what it takes? Where you have the ability inside of you? And, you know, I'm out here driving around, you know, I don't have the new equipment. I have an old vehicle. I got a 2005, you know, my engine broke down on me. My transmission wore out, you know. I was on unemployment. I was in a place where I wasn't happy, you know. But the thing wasn't that, my friends. You know, I had a companion who decided it was better to leave me, and I find all of those things as blessings. Okay, I find the challenges, once they start to become embraced. Okay, once you start to believe in yourself, if you could just yet start believing in your ability within who you are, you know, then amazing things start coming your way when you start to put the Most High God first. Okay, when you start to pray, right? When you start to truly acknowledge that the creator of the world created you in such a way that you are a blessing. And how are you utilizing your blessings? Okay? You know, I could have stayed down. I could have stayed in a place. I could have not believed in myself. I could have not believed in my ability. You know, I could have not allowed people who would embrace that mentality, who would want to be around me. But the thing is that one day I woke up and I said to myself, I said, self, you're going to ask yourself a question every day. You're going to ask yourself one thing that sets yourself aside from other people. And I thought about it. I thought, well, I'm meditating in a sauna every day. I'm washing my clothes inside a 24-hour fitness parking lot. What in the world could I do that would set me aside from everybody else? What could I do that would give me an upper hand, that would give me the ability to get back up where I am today? To be able to get out there and to be able to truly grind. And I said, self, you know that your mentality is what matters. Your ability inside of who you are is what matters. You hear all of these motivational speakers talking about believing in yourself and positive thinking and positive ability. What is it that you believe? What is it that you are? Are you made of this? Are you made of something so great that the challenges, when they come, how they come, you can face off against them and your emotions won't be affected, your pains won't hold you back, the things that you're going through don't have the ability to hold you down. See, a lot of people forget about that. They say you could forget about it. You could forget about achieving your dreams. You could forget about achieving your goals. They're not worth it. But you see, here's the thing. That's the whole entire world. It's only worth it for you. It's only worth